Hey everybody, this is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. Today is Friday, June 5th, 2020, and we are here at the Galloping Ghost Arcade just doing another walk-around video, checking in with everybody. Hope everybody is doing well, being safe. Unfortunately, we are still not open to the public, but pretty soon. It is, I think, this Monday, we're going to be announcing our day of reopening to the public. We're going to let everybody know what date they can expect. So we hope to see everybody there on Monday Mystery. It's been, again, as we've been saying, all hands on deck. We are gearing up, getting ready. A lot of things being moved again today. Very excited. The arcade is going to be looking pretty awesome, I think, by the time everybody's able to come back in. And we're excited for it. We miss everybody so much. And just have heard of, or been talking with everybody else every day and everything, so we're right there. We're right there. Shout outs to Ken Walker, Master Tech over at Galloping Ghost Pinball, and Thomas Roth. Thank you so much for being here, man. Sean, thank you for being here. Sean Ellis and Ron and Bulldog and George, Nick, David. David saying, sounds awesome in there. A lot of things lit up today. A lot of machines glowing and ready to go. Crazy. Ribbon, unreleased prototype from Sega. This is the only place you're going to play this one. Right next to Frogger. So much stuff. So awesome to have some life in the arcade. Drew saying, can't wait to visit, Doc. Thank you so much. Shout outs to Lumbo. Thank you for being here. That guy played Titan in Dark Presence, so good to have you here, man. Can't wait to have you back at the arcade. Jefferson saying, gonna bounce down and pay a long overdue visit. Oh, got a disc read error on Bonanza Brothers there. We gotta get that taken care of. You know, that's the big thing. Everything's been not turned on and for so long, and this place, every machine here, so many of them have been firing up every day for close to 10 years. It's the first extended break that they've had. So even though we tested everything right when everything was locked down, now we're starting to see things not work just from being off for so long. Shane saying, hey guys, happy Friday. Thank you for being here, man. Sean saying, hey Doc, arcade is sounding awesome, man, and sending 100 stars. Thank you so much for that, man. Very, very much appreciated. Jonathan saying, I hope on Monday you can put Cops and Time Gal out for Monday Mystery Games. Both two outrageously rare games. Cops from Atari, Laserdisc, Time Gal from Taito. That's on, I wish Time Gal was here. We're not very open about what's not in, or what is or isn't in the vaults, but I can let you know Time Gal is not there either way. So would be nice though. Kevin, thank you for being here. Nick saying, Doc, what's up, brother? Can't wait to play again. I hear ya. We're gearing up. So good to see everything firing up. Mach 3, us versus them, Exterminator. Getting our Gottlieb bro together. The back building is looking great. That's been a lot of things moving around. George saying, those sounds got my blood pumping. See you December 19th for our day with Doc. Is that the I will make sure that's on my calendar. Drew saying, never get tired of that sound. Oh, how could you? How could you? Tasmania and Bagman, Huyan, just everything for Jimmy Mack. We got Cubert running and Faster, Harder, More Challenging Cubert Cubes. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. There's still a lot of stuff that needs to be moved around. There's a lot. Donkey Kong's fired up. Joust 2. The whole Williams row is bumping. The Atari row is going. Tempest. Centipede. Millipede, Rampage World Tour, Total Carnage. So awesome to have them all on. Smash TV, all the Street Fighters. But still a lot of work ahead of us. Drew saying, brings me back to my childhood in the 80s. I hear you, man. We hear that all the time, and how awesome is it that these games are still around? New Zealand story, still got to fix that Bonanza Brothers. Alien Syndrome, Uli Buchu, E-SWAT, Boomeranger, Sarge, Game Ground. We changed his monitor pretty early, right before everything got locked down. So awesome now. Xenophobe, Crazy Climber, 2. Ron saying, Time Gal, you have one? We do not, unfortunately. It's on our Holy Grail list. George saying, I hope you guys finally get ranking before my trip. Who knows? Keep an eye out for Monday Mystery. Thomas Ross saying, keeping the dream alive for us arcade addicts. Happy Friday, everybody, and send in 1,200 stars. Thomas, you are too good to us, man. Far too good to us. Very much appreciated. Bulldog asking, where's Mr. Do? That is in the 3rd building right now, so that hasn't moved yet, but we'll see. It's crazy how many things are getting shifted around. So far, not a ton in this building, aside from the Atari, Nintendo, Rockola, and Gottlieb Bros, but there's still time. A lot of stuff to do, Blockseed and Columns, Narc, just so much. I gotta check out that, those lines in that monitor. That's still been on the list. Super Off-Road, got Hard Driving, World Rally, Badlands. You got Crystal Castles, Buck Rogers, Street Fighter versus Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter, Marvel versus Capcom 2. Capcom versus SNK, just so many games. Pole Position. It's gonna be so nice to get everything fired up and do a walk around to make sure that everything that we've been working on is still holding up. Shane saying, love hearing and seeing everything on. That's beautiful. Yeah, it is not the same. It's nice once in a while to come in and have everything off and just kind of walk about and pick out games, but it's night and day with everything up and running. Jonathan saying, who'll be here on August 10th? That Monday Mystery, I'm telling you, nobody's ready for it. It's going to be unbelievable. Rory saying, people worry about them being on too much when they hate being off more than a week. It is true. It's collectors, they think they have them on and that's going to cause so much wear and tear, but for us, it's you run them every day, they get used to it, and that's what they're meant to do. They're meant to be on every single day. Jesse saying, I love Joust so much. What an amazing game. Love the first and second one. Jay saying, good evening, Doc. I stopped by today and picked up the things I won from the auctions. It was great to drive by and see the arcade. Thank you. First off, thank you so much for coming out and being a part of the auction, and we can't wait to have you back, man. It's going to be awesome. Thomas Ross saying, let's see Satan's Hollow. All right, we can do that, I think. It is in our Shmups area, which is much quieter right now, as they haven't come in here and turned everything on. So we got Satan's Hollow right here. Paul Niemeyer did all this artwork. So cool. The control panel, just so awesome. What an awesome game. Kevin saying this place looks like it's coming alive. I like it. Me too. Pancho saying, greetings from Mexico. Thank you for being here, man. George saying, I can see some cliffhanger footage so I can relive. Can I see some cliffhanger footage so I can relive one of my favorite games? Let me head on over there. Absolutely, we can do that. Jesse sending 200 stars. Thank you so much for that. Very, very much appreciated. Kevin saying, do you have Frontline? I'm sure you do. Oh, absolutely. I'll show you that real quick before we head over to Cliffhanger. Frontline right there. spinner. We've gone through all of that, so that's working great. I gotta make sure that somebody gets Bonanza Brothers, because running on a diskette, it's got a diskette error, so hopefully we'll look into that and make sure. I'm sure we can fix it, but not something we want to hear, because those diskette games can be kind of tough to work on. Pancho saying those sounds are wonderful. They absolutely are. I couldn't agree with you more. Jonathan saying, can you please turn off the demo music on Zombie Raid? That terrible music cringes me to the bones and is the reason why I stay away from the light gun area. I'll check into it. Is it too loud? Cliffhanger, actually, this one is off. It'll be on hopefully pretty soon. They're turning everything on right now. Vinny, thank you for being here. Brian asking, do you have Sega's Afterburner? We do. Let's take a walk over into that fourth building where it's at. We might drop out for a second, but we'll be right back. Jose is saying Capcom versus SNK. Can't wait. What an awesome game. Line of Fire, AB Cop, Brave Firefighters, Space Harrier sit down, Radmobile sit down with both speakers intact. And that's right next to Afterburner. Still working on the motion on it, but we're hoping this week we'll have that moving a bit, but we'll see. Tim saying, I was watching the walkthrough last night with my daughter, and the moment she saw you, Doc, her eyes turned into cartoon-style hearts. So Danielle has some competition from a 2-year-old girl. Well, that's, tell her I say hello. Kevin, this place looks incredible. Can't wait to go. Can't wait to have you, man. Can't wait to have you. We're really working hard to make sure everything is going to be amazing once everybody's allowed back in. Vinny's saying, Super Table Play, holy crap, it's awesome. You need one. So that's one of those that, I'm not saying it's not in the vaults, but that one definitely concerns us. Is you look at what happened to Metal Gear, the arcade. It gets a lot of use, and sometimes that makes it to where you have to worry if it's going to be able to survive the arcade floor. They do well in Japan, but here in the U.S., who knows? Shane saying, oh man, don't keep us in the dark about what game will be present at the time of August 10th mystery game. Now, I see what you're doing there. Maybe. Hey, Nick, would you be able to reset Bonanza Brothers, please?
Sure.
It's the one making a big noise to the left down there. Pancho saying, amazing place. Thank you so much for that, man. Efren joining us. Thank you for being here. Pancho saying, Satan's Hollow art by Paulie Niemeyer. Absolutely. Rio asking if Space Ace is fixed. It is. Still working on the scoreboard on it, but that'll be in the next few days. Michael asking, when you start up the arcade, how long does it take to light it all up? So usually now I think it's around 45 minutes to get everything on, and we have what are called our dailies, which are machines that just need like resets and stuff. We've fixed a lot of them over this time and minimized the amount of dailies that we have to do, but this is going to be one of the first days that we have nearly everything lit back up, so we'll see we'll see what we have left to do. Shout out to Todd, thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well, man. Tyler saying, lots of love from Western Maryland. Your arcade is on my bucket list. Awesome news that you're getting things running again, keeping the dream alive. Thank you so much for that, man. Hope to see you here one of these days. And it's so awesome to be able to get to do what we do, and we just love that people dig it. So we're gonna keep doing it. Shout outs to Worminator and Charles. Thank you both for being here. Rio saying, you are so awesome, so full of energy. So it's hard not to be just excited all the time about this. Like for me, I walk past all these games: Carnival, Area 51, Zombie Raid, Gunplay New York, House of the Dead, Cleveland Forces, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Look at the color on that monitor now. We had so many problems with this. Beautiful now. Operation Thunderbolt, that Kaiju no Gakushuyu, Beirut, I should say, City Bomber, just everything. It's like there's so much. It's hard not to always be excited here. Worminator saying, is the expansion strictly for claw and prize games? No, you won't find that here. George asking if anybody else is getting their feet interrupted. I'm sure it'll happen as we were going through building into building. Sometimes that breaks it up a little bit. Jesse saying quite a bit tonight. Yeah, oh yeah, there's a lot going on here tonight. Without any question. Rio saying, do you have Renegade? We absolutely do. Such an amazing game. We saw Pete Hahn putting a lot of time on that one. Dennis saying it's bags seem to be happening when he goes into specific areas of the building. Yeah, that last one was in the 4th building. There's not good connection out there. Indigo, thank you for being here. Fat Chris joining us. Thomas Ross saying, are you the original Turtles fan or do you like Turtles in Time better? I love them both, man. We have a guy that comes in from St. Louis. He goes under by Slips, and he used to be on our Team GGA team for Mortal Kombat 9 and Injustice. He won CC's both of those games, and he was able to get the world record for both. So unbelievable. Like, I love the original Turtles. I love Turtles in Time. Seeing them both played with such mastery, it literally gives such a amazing new perspective and appreciation for both those games. Just both so awesome, man. Pancho saying, wow, Metal Gear Arcade. Yeah, Metal Gear Arcade, we had it on the arcade floor. Unfortunately, the goggles, the headset with the head tracking were damaged. And we've now spent well over a year looking for a replacement. We have not been able to do so. Haven't given up on it yet by any means, and we'll get it. We'll get it at some point. But, you know, it's unfortunate to see anything here damaged. Because whoever damages it, they're kind of making it bad for everybody else that comes here to play this stuff. And we spend so much time and effort trying to make sure that everybody can enjoy this stuff. Like, no matter how rare it is, if we have it, it's on the floor for you guys to enjoy and play. And it's just unfortunate. Sometimes things get damaged. And sometimes it's not, there's no malice behind it. It just kind of happens. But it does affect everybody. So, one of the unfortunate sides to it. Let's see. Jonathan just saying that Zombie Raid sound music is just terrible. You know, I definitely know in this row I gotta turn some of the volumes down. Those, not sure, that wasn't like that when we did our test walkthrough. Shout out to Chris Alexander, one of the legends of Mortal Kombat. Thank you for being here. Very much appreciated, man. Very awesome to have you here. And Chris has the honor of being the final actor to film in Mortal Kombat, and he's been out to our Shang Tsung's fight nights and combat cons, and awesome to have you here, Chris. Hope you're doing well. George saying, we all want to know how much your power bill is. No, you don't. It is an ugly, ugly bill every month. Last month wasn't bad, but every normal month it's pretty ugly. You still have the high score contest, 1 score per attempt. Absolutely. On every cabinet, we've got a scorecard with the top 3 scores in the world record. So we're going to be adjusting those. I think we're going to be eventually adding the top 5 scores. So we'll see. That's something on the list. There's there's a long list of things to do here, so we will get to that. But yes, we definitely still do the top scorecards. Pancho's asking about Hippodrome. Cool game from Data East. Not on the arcade floor yet, but who knows? Could be this Monday mystery. Got Golden Axe right there. Such an awesome game. Tyrus Flare. Right next to Galaxy Ranger. Such an awesome game. Worminator saying T2 guns wouldn't reach all the screen last fall. Did you notice that before? We absolutely did. Oh, we spent so much time on our gun section, making sure that all the shakers are working. The monitors all look nice. The guns were all calibrated. As we move them, we're going to have to do it again, but it should be really easy. So excited to have everybody back in our light gun section. Fat Chris saying, also seeing your area where T2 is. Thank you so much for not covering my electric panels. Number picks, business, always cover the panels. Big no-no. Oh, absolutely. We know we got to get in there too. It happens. It happens. Rio asking, what's your personal top 3 best arcade game? Oh, that is so difficult. My personal favorites, like Narc, have to be in there. Mortal Kombat has to be in there. And, oh man, I couldn't even pick a third. It's too tough. It's too tough. Sean say, what daytimes is the arcade typically the least crowded? Well, you know, with that last expansion, not the last expansion, but the expansion before last, adding that 4th building, there is so much room now in the arcade. It's 4 buildings, and going to be a 5th building. You can have 70 people in here, and you would never know. Like, if you're in one area and everybody else is somewhere else, you just would have no idea. You would just have no idea. Todd saying, I love the rearrange of the floor. It looks great. Still have my walkthrough videos from last year, so it'll be interesting to film it again. Where's Dragon's Lair and Space Ace going to be? Those, we're moving them. I just don't know where yet, but it's coming. It's coming. Jefferson saying, Flamin' Finger will not be the August 10th Monday mystery. Yeah, probably not, but who knows, who knows. Shout out to Dan Iacovelli, thank you for being here. Tim saying, I want a shot at fixing that Metal Gear headset. The big problem is there's a micro accelerometer, and I just can't find, there's no numbers on it, there's no part number, so I don't know what to replace it with. It's just kind of this mystery chip. It's unfortunate. Dennis saying, it sucks when people are rough on arcade machines. So, you know, we're pretty fortunate that it doesn't happen very often. But when something gets irrevocably broken to the point where nobody else can play it and enjoy it, like that's the real shame. Mario Kart GP, Bomb Jack, good old Trog. What a cool game. With the dinosaurs. This is actually a 2-in-1 cabinet. So we've got this little switch here that you just press. We have 2 original boards. One is the original arcade version, and then the other is the prototype unreleased version of Trog, where you're playing this little hand. And on the original version, you're just basically playing like a Pac-Man style game, collect the eggs, and avoid the Trogs. But on the other one, you are placing bones down to avoid the enemies and keep the enemies away from you. So it's very, very different game. Amazing story on how George Petro was given, they thought the prototype was too difficult. So they gave him like 2 weeks to change the game and make it a better game. And he managed to do it and turn it into the Pac-Man style game, which is amazingly fun as well. Gary saying, good afternoon. What Streets of Rage games do you have? And can we please see the beat 'em up section? So Streets of Rage was only released on the Genesis with the exception of the Megatech version, which was kind of Sega's answer to the Play Choice 10. It was just a port of the Genesis one. We don't have it here at the arcade, but beat 'em ups, they're all kind of intermixed. We've got every single Konami beat 'em up. We've got some really cool, like Data East put out Night Slashers. That one we've got. There's an Ultraman, Ultra Toucan Densetsu beat 'em up, which was like an Ultraman, Ultra 7 and Ultra Taro beat 'em up game that we put out a few weeks ago. Very, very awesome. Jesse asking, what are your thoughts on DDR? You know, DDR, a huge element and a big part in the history of arcade gaming. We don't have any of them here yet. It's definitely, we have a lot of people asking for it. It's something, I never got into that genre of the arcade games, which, would we eventually have it? Maybe. It's just something that right now I don't feel we would do really well. It's kind of like pinball. We had pinball here at the arcade, and we didn't do it well, so we pulled it off the floor. Later, we revisited it and opened up Galloping Ghost Pinball, and now I think we do it amazingly well. 40 pins, 2 blocks to the east. So it's one of those things, maybe one day you'll see DDR here, but who knows? Jonathan saying, if I happen to correctly guess the August 10th mystery game, you wouldn't change it, would you? Also, who knows? We, sometimes we do, but we've had people think that we did a big Sega tournament. We had everybody playing all the games that they thought were going to be in the tournament in 10 games. And, you know, the day before, it was like 4 days before, and it was like, okay, they all think they know what we're gonna put out. So let's put out 10 new Monday mystery games at once, all Sega, all in this tournament. And so, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. We like to surprise people. So if people are guessing it, maybe we would change it, maybe not, but it all depends. Jimbo Slice joining us. Thank you for being here, man. Fat Chris saying, you got some guys working tonight, Doc? You want me to send some food over? That's, you know, they are all here working. I'm sure they're good, though, man. It's very much appreciated. You're too generous to us. Fat Chris, man. Thank you for that, man. Charles sending 840 stars. Thank you, man. Very, very much appreciated. Jonathan Smith asking, do you have Locked and Loaded in your vault? Maybe. Locked and Loaded from Data East, great light gun game, was actually used the same hardware as Dragon Gun. We spent years tracking down a Dragon Gun PCB. We don't have Locked and Loaded on the arcade floor, but definitely very aware of it. Maybe it is in the vaults, who knows? Jimbo Slice and I just came back from Prince Arcades, and boy am I tired. Very awesome, man. Thomas Ross saying, I hope you had fun there, James. Thomas Ross saying, what's the premise of Galaxy Ranger? The art on that game looks sick. So this was released right at the same time as Astron Belt. What a cool game. It and Astron Belt used a lot of the same video footage. Very, very similar games, same cabinet. I gotta show you the side art to this cabinet. I'll send you a picture of this because this cabinet art is just unbelievable. And ours arrived in beautiful condition. I didn't have to do anything on this machine. It's over the years that we've had it out, it's had Laserdisc issue and stuff, but it is an incredible, incredible game. The art on the cabinet, I had not played it and didn't even research it. It was just, I saw how beautiful this cabinet was. It's like, oh, that has to be here. That artwork alone is so good. What a cool game. Jefferson saying Castlevania the arcade game was rebooting after the first boss. Not anymore. That was fixed. That's it's 100% now. Played it I didn't finish it, but I played way deep into the game. What an amazing game. Pencho asking, do you have the first Adventure Island or Bomberman? We do not. We've got, let me go over by him. Shane asking, do you have Maximum Force? That we do not have. Again, maybe it's in the vaults. Maybe you'll see it on a Monday Mystery. Bob saying, I like the weird Resident Evil game that you walk with a gun and controller. Also the 4-player shmup. So, Resident Evil, Biohazard, Gun Survivor, Code Veronica. Def Laughter just that volume. Sorry about that. Amazing game. We picked that up out in Mississippi. It's off right now. They're just moving it. They're bringing Tecmo Bowl over into this area, so can't show it to you. It's here. What a cool game. Basically, a lot of the artwork and scenarios from Code Veronica put into a Namco light gun game. Very awesome. George saying, Doc, if you had to pick one game that would you say was the most innovative, groundbreaking was? Oh, that is tough. You know, there's games like Zawakari. There's nothing to date like Zawakari. It's just such a unique game and just nothing like it. Nothing like it at all. But that was a big thing with arcades. Like, they really had to innovate. Like now, gaming companies, a lot of them, they try to play it safe. The budgets are so huge. They have to put something out that the players, they're going to like, they know they're going to relate to. Whereas back in the early 80s, it was like, what can you do that's different? And that's where you got so much of this innovation. And stuff like Forgotten Worlds with spinners and everything. The companies were very into trying new things, and it's just changed so much. The gaming scene and game design has changed so much over the last couple of decades. It's unbelievable. Pancho saying Trog is a great game. It really is. Keith saying, do you have Operation Wolf? Oh, we absolutely do. With Fat Chris being one of the top Operation Wolf fan, how could we not have Operation Wolf right here? So awesome. This guy, look at that guy. He's ready for a fight. How awesome is that artwork? Jason, I think it was Trog that a couple of little girls were playing in Terminator 2 when the T-1000 was looking for John Connor in the arcade. I believe you are correct on that. Jesse asking, have you heard when you are going to open? We're going to be making the announcement probably this Monday as to when everybody can come back. There'll be a small window, probably about a week early access for our year members. So anybody who's interested in becoming a year member, we do have memberships available through our Galloping Ghost Reproductions website. Same thing for pinball as well, so check that out and that'll get you a little bit early access. Worminator saying, if someone played you a 5-second clip of all 771 game themes, could you name all of them? Played a 5-second clip of, like if I could see the visual of 100% yes. Music? I'd do all right. I'd do all right. Jonathan saying, what happens when you guess a Monday mystery game? Do you get to pick the next one? Oh, no. But usually it's happened so few times. I think, what was it? Somebody, I think, guessed Boot Camp. I think Mike Waters maybe guessed Boot Camp. And, a lot of it depends on if there's any way that you would know beforehand. If it's just a random guess, that's really cool. But, we've had people, I've seen the face prints on the glass of people looking in to our productions and in the arcade and snooping around and stuff. And when that happens, it's like, it's too easy that way. So, Rio's saying, does anyone know the 80s arcade game in which Japanese warriors wear ginsanga hats and jump over enemies? I'm not familiar with the hats that you're referring to, but I'll look that up later. Dan Icavelli asking, any plans on having Zone Hunter or Missile Command VR games? You know, I have to look into those a bit more. I've heard a little bit on them, but I'd have to look into them. Pancho asking, do you have Fatal Fury? We've got Fatal Fury 1, 2, 3, and Garo Mark of the Wolves. Love Fatal Fury. What an amazing game. Rio saying, do you guys keep track of which video game is played the most? It's really difficult. We don't check counters or anything, so it's just, we've got a sense of it, but nothing official. Todd saying it's let's see here. Brady Rain joining us. Thank you for being here, man. Gary saying, sorry for the dumb question about Streets of Rage. Of course, Double Dragon 3 is my favorite beat 'em up. What's yours? Anything that's not Double Dragon 3, but you know, that's Double Dragon 2. Oh, I love Double Dragon 2. Double Dragon? Love Double Dragon. Double Dragon 3? Not one of my, not in my top 771 games. Not in my top 1,000 games. But to each their own. Nothing wrong with liking Double Dragon 3, but I'm just saying. Craig saying, where did Dragon Gun get shipped in from? So I found the board in Japan, and I found the two guns in Japan, and the cabinet, we used a steel gunner cabinet, which we did so because the only time we've seen Dragon Gun in a cabinet was in a picture from the Tian Mall in China, and it was in a Dragon Gun cabinet, and it looked like the artwork was made for it. So we modeled our cabinet after that picture, which was from 20 years ago. I think it was in the Tian Mall in 2001. So we made the artwork as close a match as possible, and I'm really happy with that cabinet. I think it's an amazing game, and I definitely, if you like light gun stuff, definitely check that out. Black Widow is such an amazing game. Gravatar, our Atari Vectors going on here. Battlezone, Red Baron, gotta see what's going on, why that's not lit up. Lunar Lander, Asteroids, our recently added Asteroids Deluxe. The little herd of Blasteroids, not Vector, but still really cool. Thomas Roth asking, we'll be seeing Double Dragon 3 on this Monday Mystery? No. Greg asking, how did you get Forgotten Worlds? It literally popped up on Craigslist, and when we got it, I think it was, I want to say it was like $400, which is a ridiculous price for Forgotten Worlds. Like now I've seen the spinner go for more than that, let alone the full cabinet, and in such nice shape. So love that game. What an amazing, amazing game. Pancho saying best place in the world. Thank you so much for that. Very, very much appreciated. Jeffrey saying, do you have a Sega row? Well, we do kinda. Like we've got Altered Beast. Well, so we've got Shinobi, Altered Beast, Shadow Dancer, Galaxy Ranger, Golden Axe, Moonwalker, Alien Storm, Alien Syndrome, Scrambled Spirits, Bonanza Brothers, Crackdown, Hot Rod, Game Ground, and then Eastwad is right here. But we don't even really consider this the Sega row. So, you know, after the big rearrange, we'll have to see, because Sega Row sounds pretty good. Randy saying, I miss Gorf. It will be here when you're coming back. It'll be here for you. Scott asking, do you have the sit-down Thunderblade? Right there. We got a little bit of work to do on that, but it's there. Brad Checks, the amazing super collector, gave us a new canopy for it. So we've got to put that on. It'll be awesome. George saying Operation Wolf is one of my top 5s. I agree. What an amazing game. What an amazing game. Juan saying greetings from South America. Hope I can get there someday. We'd love to have you, man. It's great to have people travel in from all over the world. There's a lot of machines. It'll be worth your while. Fat Chris saying he's still waiting to watch me play Operation Wolf. One of these days. Jay asking, do you have Night Slashers, Doc? Very underrated game. It is such a great game. We do have it. Original dedicated blue dynamo. We've got it here. Brady saying all the machines are turned on. Not all of them, but we're getting there. We need to make sure that everything is, like, we gotta stress test the electric and everything and make sure that it's all firing up and working well. So it's coming. I cannot wait to do a full walk around with everything powered on. Fat Chris saying keep an eye on your front door. Fat Chris, what'd you do, man? What'd you do? Diamond saying absolutely love the different sounds in the arcade, bringing back so many memories. Thanks, Doc. Stay safe. Thank you so much. It definitely are, and we hope everybody out there is staying safe too. So thank you for that. Rio's saying my favorites are Elevator Action, Russian Attack, Renegade, Jungle King, Chase HQ, and Space Ace. Thanks for bringing my childhood back. Well, you know what? We've got all of those here, so we hope we can make it out here one of these days, man. Worminator saying, I don't know what the name was, but do you have a submarine-based game where you use a periscope to shoot other subs and missiles? So that would probably be Battle Shark? Maybe? Could be? What an awesome game. I love this game. Just a huge periscope. So cool. Let's see. Jonathan saying, please get Darkest Escape 4D. Well, that's a really cool game. It's expensive, big, and it would go well here, though. Well, maybe it'll show up on Monday Mystery. Who knows? Greg asking, what year is the most recent game from? So that would be 2018 Spectre Files, put out by Galloping Ghost Productions and Game Refuge. The almost lost Brian Cullen. It was supposed to be a Laserdisc game, but we managed to actually finish it. Brian had worked on it, again, in 1984. Right there. Solving the mystery of Buffy MacGuffin. Jeremy saying, hey Doc, hoping to be in soon. Thank you so much. We cannot wait to have the big announcement of when we're going to be able to have everybody back in. Now I'm all watching that front door for whatever that Chris could be sending our way. Let's see. Just heard the weird laugh from Wizard of War. Jay saying, I just heard the weird laugh from Wizard of War as you were walking through and got goosebumps. You know, that's one of the crazy things. Like, it can be the visuals, it can be the audios of just seeing or hearing these games. And it does set you back in the 80s or the 90s or wherever you had played these games. And it's kind of like the magic behind these things. It's just different than console stuff. At least to me, anyway. Brady asking about Johnny Nero Action Hero. Is it arriving at Galloping Ghost? Who knows? Maybe. maybe it'll be on this month. Maybe it'll be this Monday mystery game. You'll have to tune in at 5 p.m. to find out. Worminator saying, played it years ago in Wisconsin somewhere. I'm hoping to see it again. Remember all the fun actual controls. Lars, thank you for being here. Juan asking about Sunset Riders. So we have literally every 4-player Konami game here. Sunset Riders is in a 2-in-1 cabinet. And our 2-in-1 cabinets are original hardware, but just 2 games in 1 cabinet just to save on space and stuff. But I have a beautiful 4-player Sunset Riders, all original, sitting in the vaults, and I just cannot wait to get it on the arcade floor. That'll happen with the next expansion, which is progressing. It's progressing. We were waiting on the carpet and everything. Electric is being worked on, so it's coming along. It's coming along. Jay's saying, are there going to be any Twitch streams this weekend? It's looking like it. We're bouncing around a couple ideas. I was talking with GGA Jeremiah. He's interested in doing one. I was talking with Edge. He's interested in doing one. Danielle keeps saying she's coming around and doing one. So we will see. Greg saying, I laugh every time I see Moonwalker. And would you mind covering up here for a little bit? Somebody's supposed to be coming with something. Right. So, thank you, man. Let's see. Thomas Ross saying, is there a Space Ace 2 or is it false information? Not that I've ever seen. I've never seen a Space Ace 2. Juan saying, Street Fighter Third Strike, I hear. Oh, it's over there. It's over there. Love Third Strike. Amazing artwork. Just an incredible game. Chris Davis, thank you for being here, man. DDP asking here, do you have a Silkworm cabinet? We absolutely do. Was just playing it yesterday. It's actually, right now it's down actually by pinball because we moved everything out of the expansion because carpet's got to go in. So we just got all the games out of there to make it easier. We'll get them all back here though. Rio asking, do we have Crazy Climber? We've got Crazy Climber 1. We've got Crazy Climber 2 as well. Super rare. Worminator saying it was Battle Shark. Amazing. I just love Battle Shark. Zach saying, wait, I hear noise. Is this open? Not yet. We have not reopened to the public just yet. Very, very soon, though. Join us this Monday at 5 p.m. Central for our Monday mystery game. We're going to be giving all the details of when we will be reopening to the public and how you might be able to get some early access to. Juan asking, do we have tournaments here? We do. On our Monday Mystery, we have a weekly tournament on the new game that's put out on Monday at 5 p.m. But then we have, usually we've had our Sega Week and Konami Week. So we have these week-long tournaments. You can come back in and keep playing the games and upping your scores. And we're going to be doing those a lot as we are reopening to the public. Let's see here. Greg asking, what game has the best music? Oh, that's so subjective. That's hard to say. I love the Double Dragon music, but in the Darius music, and so many games. It's like, how could you pick just one? Max saying, definitely the sound for me puts me in my youth, and it's better than consoles because it would pave the way to today. You know, I love the console scene, but it's, I don't know, just something super special about arcades. Like, as you had to be somewhere, you were out, and that was the whole thing. It was always, I went to arcades all the time. I lived in arcades. I was there constantly, and every time I was in an arcade, I would go to different arcades, and they were all just, it's just an amazing thing. Like, each time it was something special. Captain Commando in the big blue cabinet, 4-player. Damn Shower. Now this is one most people have probably never heard of. This game is so super rare. It's kind of like Cabal or Blood Brothers. Joystick though, like Cabal is trackball. But so good. Released from Mitchell back in 2002. Super rare. We imported this from Japan and wow, I love this game. So good, so good. Worminator saying a lot of viewers today. It is. I saw we were breaking 100 there for a little bit. Miguel, thank you for being here. Stephen Lucas joining us. Thank you for being here. Todd Pepin taking off. Patrick saying aliens. Oh, we've got aliens. We've got Alien 3. We've got Alien Extermination. We've got Alien Armageddon. And then Alien vs. Predator. So 5 aliens games here. Max saying, is the carpet going to be era specific? Wink, wink. Nah, we're just going to use the typical, the Galloping Ghost gray carpet. It's we too difficult to match patterns and stuff, and this is a lot of carpet. I'd rather have most of the like the money that we put in to repair stuff. We want to keep the carpet a small expense and make sure we're able to put all of the money that we get back into doing cool events and repairs and getting more machines and expanding and giving everybody more and more and more. Like, when you got all of this stuff to look at, it ends up being like the carpet, the color of the walls, and the color of the ceiling. Who cares? There's so many games to look at. Let's see. Greg saying Konami Week. We've had some pretty awesome Konami weeks. Stephen Lucas saying Gradius series, best music. Definitely Gradius has some awesome music for sure. Juan saying Third Strike soundtrack is sublime. I'd agree. I like the Third Strike soundtrack. Some cool music in there. Robbie saying Doc Mack, the coolest name in the gaming business. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Phil is joining us. Thank you so much for being here, man. Awesome to have you here. Juan asking, do we have Windjammers? Oh, we have Windjammers. As far as Neo Geos go, I love Neo Geos. And we've got every Samurai Showdown. We've got every King of Fighters. We've got, oh, it's right here. We'll just take a quick walk down our Neo Geo section. We've got all the Metal Slugs. Top Hunter, Metal Slug 1, X, 3, 4, 5, Metal Slug 6, even though that's on the Adamus wave. Ghost Pilots, Mutation Nation, Robo Army, Viewpoint, Windjammers that you're asking about, right there. Twinkle Star Sprites, King of the Monsters 1 and 2, Aero Fighters 2 and 3, Puzzle Bobble, Magic Drop, King of Fighters 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003. Neo Wave, King of Fighters 11, 12, 13, Waku Waku 7, Art of Fighting 1, 2, 3, World Heroes 2, Breakers, Ganryu, Last Resort, Ironclad, 8-Man, Fighters History Dynamite, Galaxy Fight, Polestar, Shock Troopers 1 and 2, Blazing Star, Magician Lord, Nam 1975, Zed Blade, Double Dragon, the Neo Geo fighting game, which is so much better than Double Dragon 3. Strikers 1945 Plus, Nightmare in the Dark, Fatal Fury 1, 2, 3, Garo Mark of the Wolves, Last Blade 2, all 5 Samurai Showdowns, and then the Adamus Wave Samurai Showdown 6. So there's a lot of Neo Geos, absolutely love it. Thomas Ross saying you need to make a t-shirt, Doc, with you doing a flying kick like Mortal Kombat character into a Double Dragon 3 cabinet, and on the bottom of the t-shirt underneath the caption, world's best Double Dragon 3, world's best game Double Dragon 3, but Doc don't think so. So the one thing with kicking a Double Dragon 3 cabinet would be like I'd have to clean my shoe off afterwards. I wouldn't I'm just not a fan of Double Dragon 3. For what, You gotta play it for yourself. Play it for yourself and you judge. Maybe I'm nuts. Maybe I'm out of my mind. Phil's saying nothing beats the feel of the arcade. Gaming at home is rad, but going to the arcade is an event. Absolutely. Jason saying, do you have Terminator with guns? T2 you're talking about, or the new Terminator Salvation? We don't have Terminator Salvation on the arcade floor. We do have T2 though. Greg saying, why is 720 so difficult? Put it on easy mode. Oh, we gotta have it on its standard difficulty. We gotta challenge everybody with it. Right there, 720. Juan asking, how often do you guys check the cabinets? So with 771 games, it's tough to play test games every day. We encourage the players to let us know if there's an issue because we want to make sure if it's not playing right, it's got to be fixed like that. It's the cornerstone of this arcade. And right now we've gone through every single machine. We know everything that needs to be addressed. And that was really when everything got locked down, it was like, oh, this is going to be the perfect time to play test everything, 100%. The fact that, like, we'll have days where it's so busy in here, you don't know if somebody is rough on a stick and makes it not work, or it's like we can see stuff like monitors going out, those get fixed very, very quick. Controls are always the big thing. And I was pretty happy with the way the controls were when we did do the full walk around. There was stuff that's down, but it was a very minimal amount. So that's one of our big things. You gotta keep them running perfect. Otherwise, you guys are gonna come in and you're gonna be like, it's all right. This didn't work and this didn't work. And that's our whole thing. We wanna make sure that everything is playing great for you guys. Max saying, right on, keep it simple. Yeah, the attention's got to be on the games. Everything else is just not as important. I can just look at that all day. Jonathan saying, random question, is there any arcade game with a glitch world or glitch level? Or am I thinking about Legend of Zelda's Awakening Doghouse glitch kind of glitch world? Maybe that's what you're thinking about. Lee saying Sidearms has cool music. It does. Great game. Very good game. Jay saying I bought Konami Arcade Anniversary last night on Xbox One and played a ton of Life Force and Haunted Castle. It was fun, but nothing like playing on an actual cabinet. Absolutely, man. Like, you can get that taste at home. It's like, yeah, this is it, but nothing like standing up and playing. Christopher Brown joining us. Thank you for being here. Shannon King saying Capcom forever. Love Capcom. What a amazing company. Phil saying if you're at the arcade and you're worried about the decor choices, you're not having fun. Casey saying the days you guys reopen, can't wait. Can't come soon enough. Stay safe, Doc. Thank you so much for that, man. Thank you very much. Chris Tang is joining us. I was just over by our Primal Rage poster that Chris so generously donated us. Chris Tang, one of the legends of the industry, and also one of the inductees to the International Video Game Hall of Fame. Rio asking, do we have Scramble? We absolutely do. It is in a 2-in-1 cabinet, both original boards with Super Cobra right there. Great game, very, very fun. Let's see. John saying Operation Wolf now. That was an old classic.
Pizza's here. Am I allowed to have?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank Fat Chris, your pizzas have arrived. Thank you so much, Fat Chris. Super generous to you for you to do that, man. The guys are already jumping in on them because they've been moving a lot of cabinets. They're hungry, so thank you so much for that, man, Fat Chris. You guys, the community behind this place, I cannot thank you guys enough for helping create what you've helped create. It's so much more than a building with arcade machines in it. it's you guys care about this stuff. The people that like we worked so hard to make sure that you guys get a great place to play all these crazy arcade games, and you guys take such good care of us, and we really appreciate that, because it would be not the same if this was just a place where this was just a building with arcade machines. It'd be like, but the fact that you guys have made such an amazing community and are so supportive, that really makes it like, how can a community get built? And it's because of the dedication from all you guys and the people that come to the arcade and travel in from around the world. So thank you all so much for that, man. Like, it's so appreciated. Thomas Ross saying, how's the Godzilla coming along? It's all good. It's ready to go. We also, I have that Godzilla Redemption game down at the production offices. I still have to make some pictures of that and show everybody. Alejandro joining us from Mexico. Thank you for being here, man. Very, very much appreciated. And Bickerton joining us from New Zealand. Thank you for being here. That's so awesome. It's great to see people. Hopefully people can travel in one day. For our friends from New Zealand story right there. Barsam joining us. Thank you for being here, man. Awesome to see you. Hope you are doing well and being safe, man. Let's see. Stephen Lucas saying, run the gauntlet. We're getting there. We got to get 100% on the arcade floor first, but not too much longer. Kyle joining us saying, we open this week. Kyle over at Geeks Mania, opening out in Wisconsin. Make sure you check out Geeks Mania. That place is awesome. Check it out. Happy to see you guys are getting close as well. Keep it up. Thank you so much for that, man. Hope you're doing well and being safe. I hope the reopening over at Geeks Mania goes well. Make sure you check them out if you're out in the Wisconsin area. Let's see. Shane asking, any Twitch stream action tonight or over the weekend? Definitely over the weekend you'll see something. Andrew asking, do you still have Beavis and Butthead? Oh, we absolutely do. Bickerton bringing up Street Fighter 2 World Warriors. Absolutely love it. Great game. Nicholas saying, dude, your place looked killer. Thank you so much. 771 games. Let's make the step into the other buildings. So, like, here you got the main arcade. And there's an entire schmupps room that's the length of the building. It's huge. And you can't even see that from here. But then you get into this area. Just lots more games. Games everywhere. There's Mr. Do right there. And then we get into the third building. This used to be our productions offices. And it's literally the third building. It's like its own huge arcade into itself. And then you've got, I'm going to duck back out real quick because you've got all this as well. But I know if I stay in there, the start dropping out. So I'm gonna head back to the other area. Worminator saying, what's the best way to support the Ghost right now? Buy some passes to use when you open. That's a huge, huge help. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. We do offer day passes on our Galloping Ghost Reproductions page, gallopingghost.reproductions.com. You can order t-shirts, hats, and that really does help. So very much appreciated. Sweaty saying all the way from Saudi Arabia joining. Great job and wishing you the best. Stay safe. Thank you so much for that, man. Shane saying you meet the nicest people in this community. I'm stunned at how generous and approachable all you guys are. Thank you so much, man. Again, the community is unbelievable, and that's one of the things. We've helped over 30 arcades open since we've opened. We've shared all of our information, our business model, taught people how to fix machines, taught people how to buy machines, run events, anything that we can do to help people open arcades, we've done it. But the one thing is that has made this thing work like it's worked is the community. And that comes down to, it's hard. It's like, who's gonna travel to the place? It depends on how you can pull everybody together and make them know what you're doing and everything. So we've not spent $1 on marketing, and it's all about how, like, we put it all right back in. And with that, it's been the people that play here and the word of mouth that gets it out there. And that's, you can buy like advertising, but it doesn't resonate with the people, like just people saying, oh, if you like arcade games, you should check this place out. Oh, it's the real deal. And that's what everybody has done, and that's what has really made this place flourish. So we thank you all so much for that. Ivo saying, I'm Brazilian. Thank you for being here, man. Very, very awesome. Efren saying, Doc Mack, thank you for creating Galloping Ghost Arcade. Can't wait to walk in once again. Thank you so much for that. It's the collaborative effort. I can't say it enough. It's not just me. It's all of you as well. All the guys that work here. It's just this big group effort. It wouldn't be the same if without any one of those things. All the industry people. It's the big collaborative effort. James saying, you are known in Melbourne. That's awesome. Thank you so much for that, man. Hello to everybody in Melbourne. Alejandro saying, can you show me the arcade with the King of Fighters? It's my favorite. Yeah, we can head back over by King of Fighters real fast. No problem with that. I love King of Fighters too. So here's all of them. Right there. Zoom in a little bit. 94, 95. King of Fighters 12 and 13 as well. James saying, do you have Time Traveler? We absolutely do. Let me head over there. Rio asking, is Star Castle fixed yet? It absolutely is. It's looking great right now. Let's see. Brady asking about the, saying I saw Judge Dredd 93, but I need to see the 97 Judge Dredd game. So the Acclaim light gun game is over in our other expansion area right now. We just moved it down to pinball for the time being, but it's there. We'll have it back here soon. There's Time there, right next to a Coliseum. So two you don't see very often. Let's see. Mark Wilson saying, I can't wait till it opens. Very soon, very soon. Sean saying, the never-ending arcade. Phil saying, if Pritzker was a video game player, the lockdown would be over already. I'll be there reopening day. Galloping Ghost, Uber. Thank you so much, man. Shoutouts to Scott Pakulski, one of the legends of the industry. Let's go over by our legends wall. We've been so fortunate to know so many amazing people who have made all of these amazing games that bring us all together. And Scott Pakulski is one of them. It's a little bit tough to get to this picture. He's the third one in on the bottom row. Scott Pakulski right there joining us in the stream chat. Thank you so much for that. Let's see. Greg saying, how did you get the big Castlevania in there? So that all breaks down. Like, we had that shipped in from Japan, and very, very awesome. That was one we really wanted. What an amazing game. And very happy to have it here. But Bickerton saying, this place looks sick, bro. Thank you so much. Justin saying, hey James, can you show House of the Dead and Time Crisis? They're my favorite light gun games. So House of the Dead I can show. We can get over by that. Time Crisis is in the 4th, and we'll be losing reception if we do that. But we'll show some House of the Dead because that's right over here. Dragon Slayer 2, Elevator Action 2, and House of the Dead right there. How cool. Alejandro saying, you are the best. You can send a greetings to the community of the Secret Challenger Gaming. Shoutouts to the Secret Challenger Gaming community. Thank you all. You guys are awesome. From all of us at the Galloping Ghost Arcade. George is watching. Thank you for being here, man. I think that is gonna wrap it up for today. We're gonna jump over. I gotta help these guys move some cabinets. I hear them over in the 4th building going to town, so I don't want to make them think that I'm avoiding moving cabinets. So that is gonna wrap it up. I thank you all so much for everything. Thank you, Thomas Roth. Thank you, Fat Chris, so much for those pizzas. The guys are enjoying those. And everybody else, thank you all. You guys are so amazing. We will be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Do another walk around. We really hope that you guys can take the time to join us then. We're going to be talking about some more cabinets and showing off some more side art and giving everybody an update. And hopefully we'll be doing some Twitch live streaming too. So, Jay, thank you so much. Everybody be well and be safe. Appreciate everybody so much. So until tomorrow, we will see you then. Thanks everybody. This is Doc Mack. Oh, Ron asking the location. We are at the Galloping Ghost Arcade out in Brookfield, Illinois. We're the largest arcade in the world. 771 games. So until next time, everybody, this is Doc Mack from the Galloping Ghost Arcade. We hope to see you around the arcade soon. Thanks a lot, everybody. Stay safe.